Hey, uranium goober. How are you today? I'm just posting my stream in some Discord channels. So, give me a moment, please. I already started this Wolverine picture yesterday. I have some footage of the pencils, but I figure I'll finish them on the stream. You're eating uranium? Cool. Hey, Chi. Hey, Linksy. Are you booing my Wolverine, or are you just booing me like scare me? Like a ghost. The ghost? In Canada, we call them ghosts. I say there's a goose to boot in my house. Hey, yo. I'm really tired. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm all mixed up on the Discord. I think I'm computering, right? All right. I'm done. Oh, a nap stream sounds nice. New jump scare? Was that me? I don't know what you're talking about today, Uber. Eating uranium and watermelons. Hey, Dark Heart and Cooker Doodle and Pen Spinner with a croissant. I had a croissants the other day. My mom wrapped them around hot dogs and baked them. And apparently that's what pig in the blanket is, but I never knew that. I know they were croissants. Who'd I miss? Crimson Indignation. Thanks for joining. Oh, deep frying. I wonder if they'd be good in the air fryer. I am having issues, but only on my phone. If I go on YouTube Shorts on my desktop, they're all there. But YouTube Shorts on my phone, all the options like on the side where you would have, the little comment thing, the like button, all that's gone. And it's super annoying. I can't comment on Shorts unless it's on my desktop. So I already started this guy yesterday. I got some of the pencils done, or recorded, I mean. The pencils are done. I figure I finish them tonight. Maybe get a short on after the stream. I gotta bring these clouds down a bit more, though. It's your King Wolverine. Just like me. Very bitter coffee I have, but it's fine. I can stand it. Ooh. Coffee. I have breakfast blend coffee. So lighter, and I put milk and sugar in it. Well, I used to put sugar in it. I don't anymore, actually. Unsweetened. Kent Devine. I'm pretty sure on a few streams I used to put my nibs between my fingers and say I'm Nibberine. Look. I look just like him. There. Can you guys tell which is the claws and which are my pens? Pretty much the same. Schnick. I had to look that up, that the sound effect he uses is SN If we can see it, SNIKT. Probably should take that, like turn that a little crooked, rotate a little bit. Thanks, pen spinner. I'm going to pin that. Yeah, I don't think I ever pinned a message before. So what's everyone up to tonight on this fine Friday? I'm super tired, and I think after this, I might try to edit my short right quick and then go to bed early tonight. Because I'm an old man. Playing. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I've seen that before, Darkheart. I think I got distracted. Darkheart's working on a story with lyrics. Going to your church tonight, late night church. When I was a kid, we were Protestants. And I was like church offense at night. It's like going to school at night. For Tear It Up. Cool. It's like I get my Wolverine claw reference up. So these things can just 3 little loops around. That's cool, G. I appreciate you watching and listening at all. Hey, Amelia. Thanks. Will look a lot better because I got, I'm planning on using lots of blacks in this. So pretty much all it's going to be shadow, all that. I think we're putting black behind him, but I'll have to use highlights on this little mask thing. Some rim lighting. Argentina, cool. Did you watch the new Five Nights at Freddy's? Because there's a new trailer. I did not. Did people like the first Five Nights at Freddy movie? Like people who like the game? I never played Five Nights at Freddy's, so I can't say if I like it or dislike it. It doesn't seem like a game I like, just on the case that it's like managing doorways, right? The first one, anyway. Oh, thanks, I appreciate that. Lucenio? I probably butchered that. I'm sorry. Here, I'll show some other inking that I done to give an idea. Ooh. I still got ink on my pen there. Sorry. So there's a skull I did, like an army guy. I have not ever drawn any Five Nights at Freddy characters. Yeah, I feel like I remember fans of the games even saying they didn't like the movie so much, but I don't know. I think this is my favorite inking job I've done so far because the jacket came out so nice. You know what? I have drawn Superman, and I did pencils for him, and the pencils look great. And then when I used the nib, I kind of rushed it. And when you use stuff with ink, sometimes as ink gets old, it kind of skips. I don't know if you see, it kind of gets thick and clunky. And anyway, it was a real bad inking job, and he ended up looking more like Bizarro than Superman, ironically. I was, mm, I haven't drawn many superheroes. I used to draw Batman a lot. I still have a few Batmans. I've, like I said, tried a Superman recently that didn't come out good. Made for a good Bizarro. And yeah, I think that might be it. I'll have to start writing down requests people say. Here's a crow I did the last stream. I think the feathers came out good. But yeah, I never played Five Nights at Freddy's, but I know a few of the newer games are more popular, right? I do take inspiration from comic artists. I really like Mike Mignola as far as like someone I can look at and look at how they use shadows and shading, and he's really known for thick, like crisp blacks. I learned a lot watching him actually for a little trick he does where he'll have shadows go from white to black and then use texture and white on the black part to kind of connect them together. But Mike Mignola is good. I'm really bad with names in general, but I like all the classic guys, the '90s classic guys. Tim McFarlane, yeah, he is unique. He's his art too. I won't want to call it simple because that makes it sound like it's easy, but it has kind of a simplified, like minimal cartoonist everything. He knows how to get the most out of a small amount of lines, I guess. I know there's lots of Hispanic comic book artists that I really like, but I can never remember people's names. Oh, Joe Mag. They call him his like, I guess nickname is Joe Madala or something like that. He's really good. Okay, I'm gonna wait for a brush to get into that, so I'll start on the face. But yeah, I didn't read Hellboy comics much as a kid or anything, but I just really like his art style. It's good for studying, I find. Oh, thanks, Amelia, for the like. I appreciate that. Sausage and egg and some steak. That sounds good. The Terminator movie. I love it to the next day. Okay. I like the Terminator movies. Might be one of the few people that like the first one more than the second one, but both are good. Refilling my ink? Well, it's a dip pen, so I don't really have to refill it, right? I'm just dipping it in a jar. But just before I started the stream, I had to stir it. I find when ink gets around halfway down, it gets kind of soupy. I think the water starts to evaporate from it. I mean, that was just a little random side note, but yeah, so I don't have to actually refill any pens or anything. I do have some fountain pens floating around. All my fountain pens, though, take cartridges. You don't really have to refill them manually. They put a bit more detail in the lips, actually dry out the top and bottom lip. But Wolverine being a bit more comic booky, I think the flat mouth will do. Yeah, this is one I have. I have a few of them, but you can actually see the cartridge in that one. It's all right, but they're never waterproof. The refillable one, or the cartridge ones, I mean. Or they're what they call waterproof once dry, which means they're not waterproof enough to like paint over. Your dad loves the Terminator? He's probably closer to my age. I really like Terminator. I really like the first Alien movie too, a lot more than Aliens, which people tend to like more for the action. I'm going to give a little highlight on his mask here. So I need to leave a space. Your CPU reached 82 Celsius? Isn't 82 Celsius like a couple hundred Fahrenheit? Well, yeah, I seen the Titanic when it came out. Around that time, anyway. I can remember the Titanic in theaters, and it was in there. It was in theaters for like 2 months. Which, for any of you kids, is super long. They don't usually keep movies in theaters that long. Kids even know about movie theaters anymore? Yeah, it wasn't a great one. 179 Fahrenheit. Yeah, that's not normal. I got ink on my finger. Yeah, the Titanic wasn't my kind of movie, but it was at the time when it came out, quite the event. Actually, that's going to be pointing down, so that's going to be in shadow. And then that would catch a bit of light. Oh, I'm missing chat. What's up, Seawolf? You could probably cook food on that computer tower. Is that all? 86 years? Hey, stay positive. I've been good. How have you been? I hate when that happens. I always sit in my chair cross-legged. So usually one leg is always falling asleep. Not completely cross-legged, like one over the other at like a 90-degree angle. The perfect position to cut off the blood flow. Thanks, Wolf. I appreciate it. It's going to look a lot better because he's awful flat looking now. But there's going to be a lot of shading with it. Although the face is going to be fun to do. And by that, I mean hard. So I'll save that for the little pen. 20 minutes ago. I really only drew parts of the hand there and his eyes. I did the pencils for this guy yesterday and a bit of the inking this morning. I was hoping to get it done for a short yesterday, actually. So not much. And so I'm thinking, oh, that's in shadow, and like that's the only part catching light. And a bit of rim lighting there. Guys, I need a bit of help. I need a recommendation of how the rest of my prologue needs to go for your story. I'm using the Dragnet Prophecy prologue as a reference. Is there any tips? Well, the prologue is kind of opening up your story. You know, I'm not a writer, but I would suggest saving it for last. Write all of your story, and then you can kind of go back to the prologue and make the prologue kind of like foreshadow the events of the story. And also you can kind of, since you'll know the vibe of your story, you can kind of introduce that. That's just my advice from someone who never wrote, you know, a story. I wouldn't say start at the end. Or yeah, I guess if you're going to have the events, lots of people write like mystery stories like that. Yes, I did watch the Titanic. Hey, Bendy. How are you? Yeah. And like I said, then you can do, when you do your introductionary stuff, you'll have an idea of like what the vibe and everything is going to be like. So you can, you know, not spoil your story, but kind of foreshadow stuff and set up the mood. You could write the prologue now, introduce all this stuff thinking they're going to be important, and then as you write the story, realize, you know, these other characters are actually more interesting. I want to make it about them. And then all of a sudden you might have to redo your whole prologue then. That's what I think anyway. Oh, like fast forward 12 or 13 years. Oh, okay. I would even maybe get another piece of paper or another document and make a timeline. And you can kind of write out not the story, but the events, just so you have them all in mind. Thanks, Bendy. I appreciate that. I fell asleep after coming back from school and eating, then fell asleep and woke up at 4:30 in the morning. Well, yeah. When you sleep like that, you probably needed it. Four subs to go for 200. Nice. I think it was at 195 before. I think I'm gonna put that guy down and try. I have another barrel of ink. See if this is any better. Because my ink isn't very smooth anymore. Oh, I didn't bring a coffee crisper in. I forgot. I'll go get one later when I get hungry. Getting paper fibers on them already. It's all going to be in black, so the other side's not as important. You can hatch with these little pens all day. How would you prefer my morning coffee? So I like light breakfast blend coffee with a bit of milk in it. Nice and simple. I'm not a fancy coffee drinker. Not a Starbucks cappuccino type of fella. Type of feller. How do you prefer your coffee? Cappuccino is just foam, milk, and express. I know. Much more of a tea person. My parents are both tea people. Do you drink like Earl Grey or orange pekoe tea, or do you mean green tea? Yeah, 19 kilometers isn't worth it for overpriced coffee. I'm in Canada, so we have Starbucks everywhere, but right with them is Tim Hortons. Ooh, tough black coffee drinkers, eh? Tough guys. I don't know if I could have it without milk. It might be too bitter for me, but let me try something. So I read once that when your ink kind of starts getting soupy like that, you can put a little bit of Windex in it. So I'll go in with a brush for that one first. Meep. Oh, okay. Taj Mahal or Red Label? I'm saying Earl Grey or Orange Pico because that seems to be like the default coffees or default teas around here. If there is such thing as a default tea, the most popular, I guess I should say. Why isn't my nib nibbing? Works on that paper. I used to didn't like coffee when I was young, but once I tried it with my dad, I became addicted. That's a common thing I hear. Lots of young people kind of have to got to get a taste for coffee. I think because it's bitter, right? Young people tend to want sweet stuff, and the older you get, I wouldn't say it's not like you stop liking sweet stuff. Although I did a bit. Um, I find stuff sweet now can make me a bit, I don't know, on the sickly side. But you start to appreciate the taste of more bitter stuff. But yeah, I couldn't drink black coffee. Worked at a coffee shop, so were you technically a barista? I'm trying to think where to put the shadows on that one. Cool. Starbucks. Fancy. So you know all the fancy coffees. Oh, I hate iced coffee. Um, Whenever I drink iced coffee, it just feels like when you had a coffee and you forgot that it's old. And you take a big swig of it and go, ah. Exactly. Exactly. Yo. You sell coffee at your school? Is that legal? She got a undering coffee black market going on at their school. The nose here is pretty uneven, but Yeah, scroll up. Whatever boat coffee was available. Boat coffee sounds delicious. A salt coffee. Oh, they have little jobs for you. I was kind of hoping it was like behind your school. You take it, the little coffee maker out of your school bag. And all the kids line up. Ooh, my music stopped. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Discord emojis are fun. I keep forgetting to make them for Phantoms. Yeah, it's just to make some for him. I usually don't like doing this, the hatching before the black. But I'm tired and lazy today, so I won't do it for that part. We won't tell no one. You know what I need to do is mark a little spot on his cheek where he's going to have light hair. The cheek always has a little dash of light. I don't know if it would with Wolverine's mask shape, but it's his nose. Something like that. Hey, Ruby. How are you today, Ruby? I'm tired too. I'm gonna get the old brush out. How am I? I'm tired and I want to go to bed. But it's only like 20 to 8. I'll end up waking up at 4 in the morning. Like some other people. Oh. Probably put a little wrist fabric marks there. Comments are slow today. Like you leaving comments on YouTube is being slow. I think YouTube might be doing updates or something because there's lots of weird stuff going on. Last night all the buttons on the shorts kind of just disappeared, and I can't make them come back. I can't see comments people leave sometimes. Oh, okay. I get a notice, but I can't see the comments. Wait, I've been dating Chi for a month. Bug tool. There you go. I meant to leave little lines for whatever you call those things. Anyone know what you call these little bones that stick out on your hand? Tendons. I know there's tendons, but there's probably that carpals, a more specific name to them. I don't know if it's going to work right with only 2 tendons, but we'll see. Yeah, no. It's not going to work. Sorry. Well, I got 4 different answers between 2 people. No, just a normal brush with dipping in ink. I got my messy little jar of ink here. It is a number 2 round brush. I have phases like that, Ruby. Sometimes I'll go like, I don't know, 2 weeks without drawing. I mean, I went longer than 2 weeks, but in recent times. In the modern era, Kent. The only problem with the little brush like that is it doesn't hold very much ink at any one time. Really, I should have a bigger brush for blocking that kind of stuff in. I didn't draw a knuckle. I do have one exactly what you're talking about, though. You might have seen them in other short. The only problem with this one is the flow of ink is super inconsistent. So I can like have a good flow going, and then all of a sudden it starts pouring ink out, and I just can't depend on it to get super thin lines every time. Yay, Ruby. If you draw something, make sure to post it. If not on mine, on like Phantom's community thing. And let us know so we can all see it. I say Phantoms because no one posts on mine. Which is okay. I don't really post on it either. Aw, thanks. I appreciate it. I'll probably post a picture when I reach 200 subs. And sometimes if I remember and I'm doing a live stream with someone else, I'll post on it. That's pretty much it. Hey, Kale. Thanks for joining. I missed what Stay Positive said. I've been drawing a speech on Monday. I have to submit a poster. And you're looking forward to having to do like public speaking. Mm-mm-mm. You know, more like in the school assembly. It's on dyslexia in my experience. That's cool. I had a lot of like anxiety growing up as a kid, like social anxiety, but I never really had trouble like being in front of crowds of people. I know that's weird because there's a lot of people who don't have that much anxiety that still hate that, but I don't know. I think it's almost like I can just when it becomes too many people, it's hard to care what anybody's thinking. However, like a dozen people be terrifying. I think Linksy read that wrong. Yeah, I'm not good with like overstimulation. And stuff gets too loud or I don't know, too intense. I start to kind of get overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed and then I just kind of shut down. Yeah, I think it's like when there's enough people, you just think of it. It's like almost like the same as one person. It's just the crowd. But when it's individuals, then you start thinking about how you come after them. What game you playing, Goober? I like empty liminal space. Me too. I know it's the word and like the trend online is relatively new, but I always found those type of places comfortable. It's kind of like what I'm talking about with going to church at night or going to school at night. It kind of has that liminal effect. I remember having like Christmas concerts or stuff at school, and you have to go walk around your school at night. It just feels different. Uh, when I worked at the hospital, I loved going after hours when it was almost empty. Cool. I feel like links behind it. It's haunting me. Um, a big dance tomorrow. Normally, we're hyper aware of time and space, where and when, and liminal spaces kind of distort or remove both of those senses. Yeah, that makes sense. But then, I don't know. That seems like it would make you kind of panicky or something. But I think most people feel like comfortable around them, even if they're creepy. I'll definitely have to get the bigger brush out for the background stuff. Yeah, I wouldn't say I am I'm super comfortable in crowds. I just find it doesn't trigger my like social anxiety stuff the same way it seems to with other people. Starting to look like a shiny glove. Light's coming from his right side. So put a space there, and then fill this in black. I'll put a bit of hatching around to transition them. Match the knuckle. Honk. I just locked in on my jellyfish drawing. Cool. I'm listening to music in headphones. If anyone's wondering why I keep humming. Good thing about today is that it's 5:57 and it's a second Saturday, so I don't have to go to school. Oh, that's cool. I never had school on Saturdays or Sundays. Well, actually, I had Sunday school, but that was church. That's okay. I bet the engine sounds cooler than I do. The old V8, eh? Ever see Mad Max? Specifically, the Fury Road, not the newest one, second newest one. They're all about the V8s. In fact, they like pray to it at one point. I love the steering wheel shrine. It's a Dodge Ram, if you know. I do know. I had a Dodge Journey that died the other day. Up just a bit. How did you make such fine lines with the brush? I can tell you the trick. So when I put my finger down, like after time, you get the hang of how much and the pressure. But I use my middle finger kind of as like a guard. I don't know if you can tell. So my middle finger's down, and I kind of find the position. I have a little test paper off to the side here, so I'm kind of like finding the exact position to get those little tiny lines. One of those things that it's a bit of muscle memory, I think. Also, it's a super fine little brush. But yeah, I use my finger like a guard because then you can keep it consistent too, right? Make sure every line is at least close to the same size, which is something I struggle with a little bit. I'm switching to this pen now just because I'm too lazy to fight with the nib pens again. Kent is just built different. Nah. It's like everything with her. It's just a little, I would say it's like 10% knowledge and 90% practice. Yeah, it tends a bit early to be going to bed. 10 a.m. You'll wake up at like 6 or 7 p.m. in the middle of the evening. Kent Linksey also told me that I'm your uncle now. Yay. I'm like in my family that became my name, Uncle Kent. I have two sisters, and both of them have kids, and I don't. It's kind of like once you start getting to a certain age, your definition in the family is defined by your, I don't know, relation to whoever the youngest kids are. Well, if you want to get number one again, you can donate money. That will put you ahead. Your writing's going great. That's good. An alien son's your other uncle. Said that weird. Other uncle. Alien seems cool. I don't see him talking. I think he's on the Discord. I don't think him talking on it much, but so I don't run into him too often because he's usually on the really late Phantom streams. I mean, it's like in the AM for my time. Ooh, nice. Getting close. I usually get at least 5 subs on a live stream, but we're already at an hour now. It's not a very active live stream tonight, which is okay. It hadn't. Yeah, not all of us can be Linksy. Consistently bring in higher amounts of people every stream, multiplying by hundreds. Today's Friday. Yeah, I think about that, and if you got really big on YouTube, that's one of the things that you kind of lose is a more personable streaming. You got tons of spam, gets hard for short. Well, even and it's not just always spam too. It gets to a point where even so many people are typing messages, even if they're legit. They're all overlapping, and it starts to feel like no one's having a conversation. It's just people talking, saying like one thing or asking the streamer for something, and yeah. I don't know what I was trying to say there. Oh, you have to go to weddings in November? Is November a common month for weddings? Can't see the floor because it's so much stuff on it. My floor is fine, but my desk is pretty cluttered. I hate it too because I kind of, even though I do have room, I feel kind of closed in. Hey, the spot. Yeah, I barely leave my room. You can say the same. How are you today? The spot? I guess I can just call you a spot. Just a little line that you think his bottom lip is pointing up so it would catch light. I'm going to pretend makes sense. I have a problem with my room, I guess because of the computer and everything, and where my window is, and the fan in the window with dust gathering up really quick. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot more about rim lighting lately. Trying to put all these hard blacks into stuff. Um, thanks to Whoop. Anytime you clean or wash clothes, they get dirty and wrinkled. Yeah, I cleaned mine yesterday, and it got 10 times worse today already in one day. It's crazy. One thing you should do is get like a laundry clothes thing basket just for your room, so you're not always throwing your clothes on the floor. Which is a lot of people, like 99% of the mess in their room. It's just clothes scattered about. Yeah, nothing worse than gremlins messing your room up on you. They need to invent a new type of clothes that doesn't get dirty. We can live like people in movies or cartoons where you just have one outfit and you're the only person in the world with that outfit and you just wear it every day. Actually, that's probably a horrible idea. Yeah, Wolverine doesn't worry about having a new outfit. He doesn't care if you see him wearing the same clothes every day. That's a good point. Hey, art gallery, which pencil you're using, dude? Please tell me. It's not a pencil. It's a paintbrush. I'm just dipping it in a bottle of ink. It is a number 2 Windsor and Newton Catman 111 round. It's a round number 2 brush. For pencils, because I do my pencil sketches underneath, I use just a normal, like HB number 2 pencil. Nothing fancy. Fancy pencil. I need your like dark. You could. It's the bottle of ink that's more important than the fact that it's a paintbrush. Um, what you want, or what I use anyway, is it doesn't matter even the brand is it's Windsor and Newton. I'm actually using Speedball for the brush, but is Indian ink, black Indian ink. Ideally waterproof. Hey, is it pre-ink? Pri-ink? Sorry if I'm saying that, butchering that word. But welcome to the stream. I appreciate it. I like your profile picture. Oh, welcome, Art Gallery. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. Nay. I usually actually use dip pens more than I use brushes. I'm just using the brush for these blocking in these solid blacks. So how is the Gremlin Phantom called Ruby? No Gremlin. Disconnect it and reconnect it for a little bit there, but thanks, Art Gallery. It's coming along nice, I think. It'll look a lot better once more of the blacks are in and you can really see the shading coming to life. Ooh, 2 subs ago. Nice. I might get it during the stream. I might not. If I don't, I'll probably get it from the short that I put together making this. I didn't get any subs from my Greymon picture. I wonder if it has to do with the music. 2 subs for 200. Ken's tingling ink jar sounds like razzle dazzle and does it? What will I do for my celebration? I'll probably draw another picture of my guy saying thank you. Hey, stop motion. Thanks for joining. Hey, Digimon. Hey, Digimon. I love that song and how it, tells the entire plot of the cartoon in one verse. Genius. I was listening to music for the short, and I was like, yeah, Digimon soundtrack. I just didn't. The only song I could remember was that the main theme song, and then that song popped up, and it was literally like having like Vietnam flashbacks. All of the Digimon cartoons started coming back to me. I was like, oh yeah, I remember that song. They always played it right at the end when the good guys started winning. I have no music. Hey, Paul. After work, that's cool. Thanks for stopping by and subscribing, Art Gallery. I appreciate it. More cookies. Um, how come you have a question mark, pal? Did I say something weird? I got distracted by my music stopping dead. Do I add like mentions of 2022 and 2023 in my story? Well, that depends on your story, if it's relevant. Really, this is black, but again, you should be catching the light. Sugar cookies. Reject cookie, embrace scone. I don't know about that. Do they make Oreo scones? That's cool. Stay positive. Thanks for joining. Oh, I reached 200. Cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll have to come up with something for my 200 sub special. I can't do Jackbox, unfortunately. What are you drawing, stop motion? Cookie Fox. Cool. If Phantom was here, he'd be asking me why I'm not using a bigger brush. And I wouldn't have an answer. A new channel, like just for art, like the same type of stuff you're doing now, or something different? Cool. It is a good idea. I wish when I start, it's like too late now, I find. But that I started a new channel when I decided to start uploading, because I did music first. And I think YouTube still thinks I'm doing music. Because whenever I upload a video, like that has a section where it will recommend tags and stuff. And it's always recommending music related stuff. A lot of YouTubers say that actually. That like if you draw and then you start gaming, it's like YouTube doesn't quite know what to do with your videos anymore and starts mixing them up. It might be what's happening to you. I know I've heard a few people say things like that. You should really like have one main subject that you upload on your channel and do new channels for other stuff. But of course, it's never going to be that clean and easy to do that, right? Even trying to get fans you already have to say, you know, hey, I'm going to start gaming, but you have to watch it on this channel. A lot of people aren't going to want to bother. And yes, making a new channel. I used to drink a lot of soda. I quit. And then I got older and had to quit having like sugar, basically, in any form. So by drinking too much soda now, that's what's going to happen to you when you're older. Like you're only allowed so much sugar in your entire life. So you either have most of it all when you're young or split it out better. Also, it's not good for your teeth, right? There's also diabetes in my family. And the people who get diabetes in my family are usually right around the age I am now. So hopefully I just avoided that. What about a public link seat Minecraft server? I bet people would, you probably have a ton of people on your server that would do that, be into that. You know what I always forget to do when I'm inking is erase the pencil lines underneath. Do you need it on PC like for to set up like a server for people to play on? Yeah, that'd be cool. I used to have Minecraft on the computer. I don't now, and the thing I hate is it's like it never goes on sale, and I forget was it $30 or $40. Like if it was just 20. Only local on Switch, eh? I can see that because then Nintendo be the ones managing or have known the servers. $10, lucky. And apparently, yeah, it never goes on sale. And you can only, like, you can't get it from other websites or platforms. It has to be from their website. I thought it was $30 for me. I'm Canadian, so you think it'd be cheaper for you. I'm looking at it right now. It's got Minecraft. Welcome to Minecraft official site. Oh, there's Dragon Ball Z DLC for Minecraft. Where's buy? Buy now. Minecraft PC. $40 for the deluxe one. $30 for the cheapest one, Canadian. So it's probably around $20 American for the cheapest one, I would guess. Unless it didn't change the Canadian, I'm just assuming. Maybe I'm looking at the American price. Oh, I am too. Yeah. So $30 American is the cheapest you can get it. Listen to the song Hey Digimon. You can find the link in my latest short. Leave a like and comment while you're there. His eyes and then chest. I think his shoulder pad. I drew it a bit too big over there, but you know, maybe it's falling off. Here, I'll just put the picture like that. Perfect. I'm gonna draw till in Ivan from Alien stage because I forced Phantom 2. Cool. I guess I'm gonna use my other pen for that. No skipping. Why are you crashing out? Yeah, it is too catchy. I wonder if it's because I'm live streaming, but my music kind of keeps not freezing up, but like starts the song and keeps buffering. I have to refresh it. You're crashing out because your stomach hurts? I feel like other people use the saying crashing out different than I understand it. I thought crashing out is like when you have like an emotional meltdown. Oh, okay. Got it. So the physical pain is causing emotional breakdowns. Well, that's not good. I don't know what that song is, Darkheart, so it's kind of hard for me to suggest something. I probably rotate that a bit too much, but whatever. Is that a song that's in the books? So I'm going to guess yes. That's a song from the books. Thanks, yo. I think though, two of them from the same person, from two different accounts. How many subs do I have to get one of those plaques? Just a billion? That's it? A billion, so what? 1/8 of the entire human population. No, I know. Might as well be. Cool. Thanks, Seawolf. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, I'm gonna try the big boy brush for his chest. Hey, stop motion, aka Cookie Fox. Is that the whole new channel, or did you just change your name? Oh, cool. I'm gonna try to get some footage with the stuff actually in the middle of the frame, so I can use it for my short later. I have to try to remember to sub to it after the stream. Did you stand up too quick, maybe? The day I got in my computer chair too quick. I know that happens to people all the time. When you stand up too quick, you get dizzy, but it was like a crazy example of it. Remember, things were like spinning so fast I couldn't see. Like a big blur. Hmm. Well, if you're lightheaded sitting down, maybe try standing up. And if you're not too dizzy for that, and having a few steps, get blood flowing. So that's probably what it is. Hopefully not. I hope it's not an oncoming migraine. Knock on wood. If I can get the shiny light off the black, I think it looks pretty good. Chocolate for migraines? That's interesting. I guess like the sugar in it helps get your blood flowing. That's what I said. If you're sitting down, maybe get up and walk around a bit, and it might help get your blood flowing a bit. I should have done this with the brush. Close your eyes for a minute. Okay, but it might make me ruin my drawing. No, I'm joking. I know you don't mean me. I had migraines before, not often, but for a while I got them, and like I couldn't even move my head. Every little bit of motion was like a big pulse right in my brain. I'm very thankful that I don't get them anymore, and very empathetic to people who do. They suck. It's the type of thing too where when you have one, it's like, whatever you were doing, it's just done until you're done doing it. It's on pause until your migraine's over. which sucks. So maybe I shouldn't be talking about how much it sucks to have a migraine. You guys are getting one. Assuming you do. Make you blind? Wow. It's a lot. Locked in. Nice. You're making progress. Hey, stay positive. Welcome back. That's hatching that line. You know, breakfast food is my favorite. I love breakfast suppers. If it was up to me, I'd probably only have breakfast food in the house and just eat it all day. The line's gonna drive me nuts right there. Well, other than the little spots in his eyes, Wolverine's pretty much done. It'll just be egging or blacking in the because they backing in the background, blacking in or blocking in the background. Eggs, bread, and tea. I like my eggs sunny side up, and what I do is I have my toast, and I kind of get the fork and put the whole sunny side up in between the toast, and make like I call them my runny egg sandwich. Because obviously, sunny side up, you take a bite, and yolk runs everywhere. But they're so good. Thanks, Linksy. So I'm probably going to put black everywhere except there. I might cut it off to like around there. Yeah, runny egg sandwiches are good. If you like bacon, you could probably put bacon in them too. I'm not a huge bacon fan. Like some people obsess over it. To me, it's like, bacon, sausage, breakfast meats are good. I never tried turkey, or did I? I might have. I feel like it's something my sister might have gave me before. Oh, I just put it. I used to put salt on it, not anymore. I'm making you think of your homie. Your homie that eats turkey bacon. Oh, okay. I get it. I don't actually get it, but I seen you guys talk about tomato the turkey before. Haven't eaten turkey before? I can't say like turkey by itself is my favorite meat. It's kind of just like, dry chicken. A little drier chicken. Mm-mm. That's what I just said. It's turkey's like chicken, just drier, not as moist. Think of the most bland chicken you ever had in your life, and that's basically a turkey. No way. I'm not trying to slander it. I eat turkey. I like it. I'm just saying it's you know, less moist chicken is what it tastes like. It's a slightly less flavor filled chicken. Is how I think of turkey. First, I didn't do that line. I don't know why it came out so like gross and thick. I did it with the brush, I guess. Just be like down there. I wonder if I can do something with that. I'm just gonna pretend that was part of the shading. Some little sneaky. Little sneaky. Perfect. I do eat pig meat. Or I do. I don't eat fish. I'm on an all seafood diet. I seafood and I eat it. Wondering if people are going to roll their eyes or laugh. That's like an old dad joke. Thanks, G. I'm pretty much done with Wolverine. It's just background now. It's always so scary erasing the pencil lines and my ink. I'm always scared I'm going to nip, a bit of wet ink and ruin it all. Smudge it up. He's gorgeous. He needs a red moon with barbed wire. That's just every drawing. Looks better with a red moon and barbed wire. I think it looked good too if you had like a pyramid thing over his head and no shirt on. Barbed wire. Oh, I should give him the old barbed wire tattoo. Remember those? Oh yeah, that'd be good. Give him a little heart with Jean Grey. I love Jean written on it. Hey Roxy, thanks. Yeah. Don't let Cyclops see. Hey, Green Spider. Thanks for joining. No clue. Stay bothered. But a lot of my conversations tend to go like that, though. I can talk about food all day, but I don't like it because I'm always hungry. I hate talking about food like when it's really late at night, and the food you're talking about something you have to bake. And like it's too late to go and start, getting flour and stuff like that out. So instead, you just lay in your bed and starve. I finished my lunch, a chicken burrito. Nice. You'll have to make your own, draw your own profile picture, stack motion. Didn't eat dinner. Well, breakfast discussion are the best kind of discussions. Sneaked. What do you guys think the sound effects like? Sneak. Sneaked. I feel like the KT at the end is like when at the end of it, when they click into place. Obviously, the SNI is the blades like scratching on the side of the little metal things. So it's like sneak. I was planning to put more blacks like in the background around them. I don't know if I want to now. I'm scared I'll ruin them. Skizzers? Smooth these lines out a bit. I mean, either don't want to do a background because I'm scared I'll ruin it, or it might just be my brain making excuses because I'm lazy. I'm gonna try that thing Liv said once where do backgrounds first so you don't get too lazy to finish them. I hate when they do the noise on chalkboard too. You know what I really hate? The sound of a straw going in and out of like the McDonald's cups with the little plastic things on top, and they take it and you can like scratch it in and out. That noise goes right through me. Well, I guess if you were planning it ahead of time, She showed it before, and she had like it was just the character silhouette in white. I guess if you did it all in pencil first. Planning. I know that assumes that planning is easy for lazy people. Ugh. Anyway, I don't know. I'll try something later, but I think for now I'm at 2 hours 15 minutes. I'm gonna call it a night. I think it came out good. I'm at 200 subs. I think it was for such a smaller, quiet stream. It was a productive night. Thanks, Linksy. I think he's all right. I'm gonna put him upside down. That thing might be a little off. But anyway, guys. Thanks, yo. Night, Chief. Thanks, everybody. I'll probably make a short on him, if not tonight, tomorrow. Anyway, have a good night. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. Bye.